I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that?
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there but couldn't bust free.
It's a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The ball carrier.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Now Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
23-yard line.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd and a yard, Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Brady going to go on 4th down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 25-yard line.
Play action. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Ryan took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, Buccaneers 0.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff for Gurley. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but now they have to do a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They go play action now. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack pushes him back. And now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're running with Garland. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He completes it to Evans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Tackle made back at the 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion, left side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action with Ryan. Complete to Jones. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
Julio Jones.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action. It's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Complete. Richardson has it. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the
and the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with time running out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A slant to Jones. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last shot for Ryan. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I